Hi and welcome back to SGPL Library Kids, the Spruce Grove Public Library's YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reading a book for our read aloud, this one. My name is Sarah, I'm the children's librarian here at the library in case I forget to introduce myself. And this is called Breaking Stalin's Nose by Eugene Yelchin. So this is our historical fiction because we're doing historical fiction for May, which is for our virtual reading club for kids. So every month we do 4 books and we also do crafts, activities, recipes, all sorts of stuff. So if you haven't already checked it out, then go to our homepage and then you'll be able to find out all that sort of stuff every month. So we're going to carry on today with chapter 13. If you haven't already been reading along with us, then do go back, read the rest of the book and then catch up with us there. So we're reading chapter 13. So it says, my desk is front and centre, right next to the desk of Nina Petrovna, our classroom teacher. She always sits the best pupils up front. Vovka Subakin used to sit in my place, but now he's in the back, in Kolyma, with all the bad ones. We call the back row Kolyma because Kolyma is a faraway region in our country where Stalin sends those who don't deserve to live and work among the honest people. Vovka used to be our model student, first to finish tests, never a grade below an A, helping those lagging behind. Vovka had exceptional penmanship and was also a talented artist. When he won the art competition, our principal hung Vovka's picture, Comrade Stalin at the helm, in the main hall. But one day, Vovka snapped. No one knows what happened, but he dropped to the bottom of the class academically and started getting reports for bad behaviour. Vovka's drawing disappeared from the main hall. I have an important announcement, children, says Nina Petrovna. The communist hero, the eagle eyes of our beloved state security, and the father of your classmate, our dear comrade Zaychek, will be attending the Pioneers Rally today and will have personally tied the scarves onto our new pioneers. Isn't that wonderful? I feel everybody's eyes on me, so I sit up the way Nina Petrovna always tells us to, arms folded, back straight, looking up at her. I hope I don't look nervous. The rally is at noon, during the main recess. Will my dad be on time? I don't know. Did someone already tell Stalin? I'm sure someone did. Our state security is well organised, and by now Stalin must have sent his order. Free Zaychek immediately. It's such a simple thing. And Stalin is a brilliant genius of humanity. They always say it on the radio. You'll be joining today, Zaychek, said Nina Petrovna, smiling her nicest smile at me. Would you be so kind as to recite for us the laws of the young Soviet pioneers? Children, listen carefully and repeat after Zaychek. I stand up and I say loud and clear, the young pioneer is devoted to Comrade Stalin, the Communist Party, and communism. Just as everyone starts repeating, Nina Petrovna raises her hand for all to stop and says in a stern voice, Sobakin, what are you doing? Do not repeat after Zaychek. You know perfectly well you're not to be accepted. Vovka shrugs. Nina Petrovna smiles at me. Continue, Zaychek. A young pioneer is a reliable comrade and always acts according to conscience. Up, Sobakin, calls Nina Petrovna. How dare you repeat the sacred laws after Zaychek? Into the corner, criminal. That's the way our Nina Petrovna is. She's nice and fair, but when necessary, she's firm. In my opinion, she's the best teacher in our school. Vovka slides off his chair and hobbles to the wall, making crazy faces. Everyone laughs. Face the wall, Sobakin, said Nina Petrovna, and she turns to me and smiles again, but I see she's angry. Her face is all purple. I'm sorry, Zaychek. I promise there'll be no more interruptions. Please continue. She's keeping her eye on Vovka, ready to correct him, but Vovka's quiet, so I keep going. I've had these laws down since I was 6. When I get to a young pioneer has a right to criticize shortcomings, the door opens and Four Eyes shuffles in. I should have had more self-control and stopped myself before I threw that snowball at him. Four Eyes' glasses are gone, and he holds a bloody kerchief to his cheek. Everyone laughs. What a pleasant surprise, Finkelstein, said Nina Petrovna. A stellar example of another individual who will not be permitted to join the pioneers. Then she glares at Vovka and says, Sobakin's work, no doubt. I didn't do it. Don't expect me to believe you, snaps Nina Petrovna. Finkelstein, what happened to you? Four Eyes squints at her. His body starts swaying a little. Stop rocking backwards and forwards, Finkelstein. You're not in a synagogue. Everyone laughs. Speak, Finkelstein. He doesn't. Pay attention, children. We are learning a valuable lesson. In our country, even the children of enemies are allowed a choice. Cooperate or face the consequences. She looks at us significantly. Finkelstein refuses to cooperate with authority, which is me, the teacher. In capitalist countries, the teacher would decide whether to admit Finkelstein back into the classroom or send him to the principal to receive his punishment. But remember, children, the Soviet classroom is the most democratic in the world. You decide his fate. You will vote. Those in favour of sending Finkelstein to the principal, raise your hands. All hands pop up. Nina Petrovna turns to me, and I see that she's surprised. Are you undecided, Zychek, or against? He did it. He broke his glasses, said Vovka into the wall. Not another word out of you, Sobokin, or you will be on your way to the principal as well. Our Zychek is an example of dedication. He's the son of a hero, nothing like you. And she walks up to me and puts her hands on my shoulders and looks me straight in the eye. I have submitted a request to select you as a banner bearer at today's Pioneers Rally, Zychek. Imagine how proud your father will be, seeing you carrying our red banner into the main hall. And then she makes a sad face and sighs. Of course, I may have to withdraw my request. We don't allow those who vote against the majority to handle the secret banner. You're a smart boy, Zychek. You understand. Hands still raised, everyone stares at me. What will it be, Sasha? She says quietly, for or against? I raise my hand. And on to chapter 14. The storage room is in the basement. I knock on the door, but it doesn't open. So I knock again. Matveich, the janitor, is half deaf, and I bet he's sleeping now. Some people are just ignorant. They slow down our march towards communism. I knock louder. I knock as long as it takes. Nina Petrovna sent me here to get the banner, so I'm not leaving without it. Finally, Matveich opens the door a crack and looks out at me suspiciously. He never allows anyone into the storage room. I wonder what he's hiding in there. I hand in the teacher's request, and he stares at me, moving his lips. Who signed this, he says. Nina Petrovna. Doesn't look like it. Where's the stamp? What stamp? The chief's stamp. What else? Anyone can just show up here. The rules say no stamp, no drums, no bugle, no banner. This is serious business. It's state property we're talking about. I'm changing my mind about Matveich. He's not all bad. He's vigilant. I take the request back from him, and fly upstairs to the principal's office. I have to hurry. Nina Petrovna has already started practicing for the rally. The carrying of the banner is the most important part. Outside the principal's office sits Four Eyes, still waiting. The worst thing is, he smiles at me. Sorry about your glasses, I say. He shrugs. Why does Vovka call you Americanets? I shouldn't tell him. My mom was American. Don't tell anyone. He squints at me. And she was arrested and shot. What do you mean? Of course not. She came from America to help us build communism. He nods. They think all foreigners are spies. She wasn't a spy. She was a real communist. My mum and dad are real communists too, Four Eyes says. They're in Lubyanka prison now, enemies of the people. I look away. Lubyanka prison is on the bottom floor of the state security building. My dad's office sits above it. My aunt took me there last week, said Four Eyes. We stood in line for 2 days, but when we got to the door, they wouldn't let me see them. No visitation rights, they said. My aunt tells me they always say this when prisoners have been shot already, but I know she's lying. They're alive, and I'm going to see them. He leans in and grabs my arm and whispers fast. You can get inside. Your dad works there. All I need is somebody to distract the guards. What do you say, Zychek? I'd do it for you if your dad was locked up. I pull my arm away so fast he tumbles to the floor. And when I try to help him, he pushes me away. He gets up on the bench, leans back and squints at me, smiling. It's all right. I'll get him by myself. Four Eyes is crazy. And that's where we're going to leave off today. So do come back and join us for the rest of the story next time. Thank you for joining us for Virtual Storytime this week. If you enjoyed this story, come and visit us in person at the library, give us a call or message us, and we will help you find more books, movies, video games, TV series, and so many more programs and services that we can offer you, all for the small price of a library card, which of course is free. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, SGPL Library Kids. So thank you once again, and bye-bye.